What were your thoughts in high school?
My thoughts in high school. I think it depends on a personal experience. You know, personal levels that some people struggle with things that some other people don't. So as that goes, I would say that my personal experience was not enjoyable. I would not say it was enjoyable. Um, so yeah.
What, in your opinion, could make school better?
In my opinion, there are two things that could make school better. First, being classes that help you when you get out into the real world, such as how to do your taxes, how to finance your own money, how to do your own bank account, get your credit score up, how to apply for housing, and the basics of how to, change a tire for a car. And the second one being that while you obviously need math for basic human function, the more advanced math, I would say that it'd be better if you could, take some sort of career test or be in some sort of career group that defines what that really highlights what kind of classes you'll need besides like the more of a basic.
What is your opinion on school overall?
My opinion on school overall is um wait, I can cut this out, but did you miss a fucking question?
I didn't miss it. You already answered it. That's why.
Okay. Ready, set, go.
What is your opinion on school overall?
My opinion on school overall is that obviously you need it, but um, you know, school. I think some people take it way too seriously, and while that sounds like, how could someone be taking school too seriously? It's it's your education. Um, some people I feel like are way too hard on themselves, and it makes some people stress out more than they already need to. So, while that being said, the school system needs help, as one would put it. It's outdated. I think learning about stuff that happened in like the 1600s. It is. It could be important if you really used a career that does like history. It's important, obviously, because it's what brought us here today. Um, it influences people's thoughts, but also, you know, it's not. Um, but also, you don't need to learn four different types of history. Um, and you can't learn some stuff like over the period of a week. Like it's impossible. And your your um your intelligence should not be based on the score of a test. While the score of a test, does help someone see how you're doing, it doesn't define how smart you are. So I think that which part of the school system could really use some help. And some other things that I'm not really going to get too into detail because this is already getting really long, but that's like the gist of it. That's the basics of it.
Now, moving on to religion, do you believe in a certain God? Yes or no? And why?
Um, Much like all of my answers, I think it's more of a personal thing. And personally, I do not believe in God or a God because I know there's different religions. There's different people believe in different stuff, and I personally just don't believe in any God or in any energy, any mystical thing like that, like with religion or faith. And the reasoning is that while some miraculous things do happen, and sometimes science can explain it, it to me it doesn't necessarily mean that there is someone who caused it. So yeah.